Now, as Ghana readies for the December general elections, the indiscriminate posting of campaign flyers and banners is defacing public infrastructure, raising growing concerns among the citizenry. Walls, electricity poles, footbridges and other public spaces in cities and towns have become cluttered with posters spearheaded by political parties. In response, local assemblies are preparing to take decisive action against this issue.
Accra's infrastructure, including footbridges, housing and other public areas, is currently grappling with widespread defacement with posters plastered across walls as the political season heats up. The situation has sparked sharp criticism from the public, with many voicing frustration over the damage caused to the city's aesthetic appeal. Some argue that this practice is outdated and emphasize the need for authorities to enforce regulations that curb the indiscriminate display of campaign posters.
It doesn't really add up anything. The cost of even printing these banners, those monies can be channeled into different things. Why should you be wasting funds to print banners which we don't even look at? And for me, I don't even see it, and it doesn't determine that because I've seen your banners, I vote for you. No, I have a lot of things that I would tick. If I'm able to get those things right, then I can decide to vote for you.
I think that the postings on walls and all that, they have no influence really on who you are voting for, because people have already made up their minds. They know who they want to vote for. So it doesn't really matter whether, when you put a bill there, it doesn't change the person's decision or thought about what he wants to choose or what he wants to do. So I think it has no influence whatsoever on people's decision as to who they want to vote for.
While the situation persists, political parties argue that these posters are needed to enhance the visibility of their candidates for both the parliamentary and presidential elections. Deputy Director of Elections and IT for the National Democratic Congress, Dr. Rashid Tanko Computer, in an interview with ChannelOne News, lamented the treatment meted out to some of the campaign flyers and billboards, citing a case of several NDC billboards and campaign paraphernalia which were removed at Winneba Junction Roundabout in September. Despite this, the NDC plans to invest heavily in social media campaigns to boost their candidates' visibility while still using posters and flyers to maintain a physical presence in communities. Dr. Tanko Computer also proposed that clear timelines for campaigning should be established.
I will entreat, and I'm sure the next administration that is coming, our MMDCs, we will educate them, train them to understand that one of the key things they need to do is to get rid of all those things. Shortly after election, we don't need them. You don't need to have posters and campaign ceases. And look, and we must, in fact, what's happening is that it calls for the country to know which period we should have campaigning. Because it appears this country, we start campaigning even the day of swearing in. And we use the whole 4 years in campaigning. That is what is giving us hell of trouble in Ghana. So you see that the government, instead of it to focus on governance, they are rather also focus on propaganda. 2020 elections, and their posters are still there. Some even have billboards like that. And so after their parliamentary primaries of political parties, you still see some of the political parties candidates still mounted all over their billboards mounted all over the place, confusing everybody. And so we believe strongly as a political party, NDC, these are one of the issues we will take on board as soon as we come to office.
Member of the NPP communications team, Alfred Thompson, has urged parliamentary candidates to follow due process in mounting billboards and posting campaign flyers. He has charged authorities to clamp down on all unauthorized campaign materials.
We know that some people are quite indisciplined and they do whatever they like because they feel that, the moment you touch us, then it means that, we are working against the opposition party and we are afraid that you lose elections and everything. We shouldn't fear. We shouldn't have any favor for anyone, whether you are in the ruling government or you are in the opposition party. What is wrong is wrong. If you put your board at the wrong place and it's obstructing traffic, we should bring it down. If you put your board at a place that you didn't seek approval from the municipal, the district or the metropolitan, we should bring it down.
For metropolitan, municipal and district chief executives, due process ought to be followed in posting of campaign flyers and banners. MCE for Kainquin or Boylai acknowledged that leniency can be allowed during the campaign period, but vowed to crack down on indiscriminate posting in specific parts of his constituency. He also promised to engage with offenders including churches, event promoters and political parties to stop the defacement of public spaces.
Some areas we will not allow. Some areas like under the bridges and things like that. We'll remove it very soon. We are organizing, year cleanups. We have started cleanups for the year. Every year, the till end of the year, we organize a series of cleanups. And so when we get there, those that are not well placed, we will remove them. When we go, we tell them, if you want to put anything anywhere, please come. Come to us. Come and tell us what you want to do. Then appropriately, we can advise you. So that is what we do. Now, political party, like I said, we engage. Me, myself, as a politician, I tell my people that, look, if you want to do something, let us show the way. So come, let us find an appropriate place or appropriate way to do them.
Meanwhile, MC for Gan West Municipal Assembly Clement Wilkinson has vowed to enforce strict adherence to seeking permits before posting of campaign flyers and banners. He signaled plans to search out corporates who still leave their materials on display after the December polls.
When somebody loses the elections, the person will be very worried and saddened. You will not be seeing the person for 3 months or something, because he will not come out to jubilate and do anything. So the person will try his best not to even come out to remove those things. So the municipal task force and all those people are there. But after we have done that, we charge you for allowing us to remove your posters from the roadside.
As the political season intensifies, the surge in indiscriminate posting has become a concern for both the public and authorities. As some MCs have pledged to clamp down on the activity, they also emphasize the need for dialogue to address the issue. For ChannelOne News, my name is Daniel Sakiti.